What's going on, guys? So I wanted to create a new challenge for me, and you guys can follow along. I'll have I don't know if I'll have a link or not, but I'm just gonna try to make YouTube videos every day or every other day or as often as I can. Maybe I won't do it as often, but yeah, the reason I'm filming on a phone is because I don't have my software that I'm usually using. But I'm gonna try to make these videos a little bit quicker this time. So my initial challenge is to start off with $50 and make that into double or triple by the end of the month. This month, my goal is to reach $100, which is like 150, so it'd be double the amount. So that'd be 150 in the balance. So as you can see, I'm starting off with 50, and hopefully by the end of the month, it'll be 150. That way, you can see if this is profitable or not. If I end up with zero, that means it's definitely not profitable. But anyways, these are what bets I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the straight bets, and I'm only gonna do player bets. This is like an account, a different account that I use, and I'll have a spreadsheet, as you can see on this computer. I'll have a spreadsheet which will show you all the profits, the return on an investment, and the total bet and return. So my strategy, I'm gonna have to be kind of aggressive with this one because usually you have a huge bankroll, but I'm only starting with $50. Normally I would start with a huge bankroll and only bet 1%, which is like considered 1 unit. But now, because I only have $50, I'm going to have to be a lot more aggressive with my bets. So I divided up into about I guess it would be 10 units or 10% of the bet. So each bet is $5, and I'm gonna try and like average. I think I need a 64% win rate by the end of the month in order to double my investment. So, anyways, here's my picks. I have Nikola Jokic under 10.5 rebounds. Reason being is I'll show you my reasoning, a little bit of reasoning, but I gotta go quick. So, Philadelphia, as you can see by these stats, this is the I forgot this. Oh yeah, the TeamRankings.com stats. Philadelphia has the best opponent total rebounds per game, and he's going against Joel Embiid, which means that he probably won't get a lot of rebounds, or he'll be defended really well, so he won't get a lot of offensive rebounds. So if his rebounds are going to come, it's going to come from the defensive side, which he could get it, but I'm going to say under. I have Tobias Harris under 1.5 threes. He averages 1.4 in the season. I just feel like Denver's defense for 3-point percentage is really good. See, they allow around 10 3-pointers per game. Last three is 9.7, last one is 7, and they have a really good defensive 3-point percentage at 30%. It's number one in the league. So I'm gonna go with Tobias Harris under 1.5 threes at negative 122 odds. There's a lot of players that can not like shoot threes and stuff like that. But the reason I picked Tobias Harris is he had the best odds on him. So a lot of my picks are surrounded by the odds, which means like if you invest $5, you get like like 3.97, stuff like that. So the reason why these picks are happening is because I'm trying to get the best odds. Yes, there might be picks that make more sense, such as like I can't even think right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to pick the players with the best odds. Okay, so I have Carmelo Anthony over 16.5 points. I think he will go back to New York, and there's a little of a story going on because, he used to play for New York, so I feel like he'll just ball out today. So 16.5 points, which means he has to get 17 in order to cash out. I feel like that's definitely reasonable. See, this is my Yahoo projections. Show you how I do my reasonings. So he's been decent so far. He hasn't been good as of recent, but when he first hopped on the Trailblazers, he's been doing pretty well with 25, 19, 23, 9, 20. So he's been doing okay. 16.5 points might seem a lot, but with his motive going into this, I feel like he will ball out today, but that's just a hunch. He could also, suck. So I'm willing to bet on it. Hopefully I get at least 60% on today. I have 10 bets going today, so 60% at around I would say I need like 70% to make money, because 60% might just break even, unless my bigger bets with which like this RJ Barrett bet, if it falls through, then it'll be double. So it really depends. Like my average odds are probably like -120, which means I need like 67%. But hopefully I can get like 7 out of 10. Okay, so I have Julius Randle over 7.5 rebounds. The reason I have this one is because it's actually easier to do it with my phone, because I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, so Randle averages 8.6 rebounds on average so far through the season, and Portland is last in giving up rebounds. Hassan Whiteside does suck up a lot of rebounds, but I feel like Randle just sits under the basket and literally just racks up the defensive rebounds. So he also does get a little bit of offensive rebounds, but getting 7.5 rebounds is not a lot to ask from Randle. And -122 odds, I feel like that's okay. Next, I have RJ Barrett, under 0.5 threes, kind of risky, but the odds are really good, 1.88. And the reason I have this is because I don't think that Randle will shoot a three today, Barrett will get a three today. I feel like Lillard is mainly a guard who likes to step up on the 3-point line. Not Lillard, McCollum. And RJ Barrett likes to drive most of the time, so I feel like he won't even shoot a three. He averages 1 in the season, but I'm just going to go with not making a three. So I have Marcus Morris over 18.5 points and assists. So Morris has been up and down recently because of his injury, but I think he'll definitely get over 18.5 points. He's their number one option. He's got to score if this game's going to stay close. The Knicks are giving up, I think, 9 points on the Vegas odds. So they should keep it semi-close. If it doesn't break away, then Morris should get at least 15, 16 points, and 2 assists isn't too hard to ask. I think he can score over 18.5 points by himself, even without the assists. But I just want to have a buffer, since he does give assists sometimes. So he's been averaging 18.65 points on average on the season and 1.3 assists. So that number isn't too hard to hit, and this should be like a decently high scoring game, so I think that he can definitely do that. And I have another couple bet with Carmelo Anthony over 22.5 points and rebounds. If he doesn't reach it with points only, then I think his rebound ability will be able to get him over 23. Knicks aren't the best at rebounds. They're like right in the middle of the pack, so I think that's okay. So right here I have Jabari Parker over 14.5 points. Kind of risky, but I feel like Parker and Trae Young are the only 2 options that they can go to. But if Butler or Nunn lock down Trae Young, then the points have to go through Jabari Parker, which Miami is, I think, 22nd in the league in power forwards, like opponent points per game, at like 24. So I think he should be able to rack up points here, hopefully. I have Trae Young under 3.5 rebounds. Heat are a really, really good rebounding team, I believe. Yep, they only give up 48 rebounds per game to opponents, which is really, really good. And Trae Young hasn't really been known to rebound that well. I think he's been like average at best. So 3.5 is definitely a good number, especially at a -104 asking price. And lastly is probably one of my riskiest picks of the day is Kendrick Nunn over 15.5 points. Trae Young's not a really good defender. Also, I think Nunn's been known to torch the Hawks in the past, as you can see from DraftKings. He scored around 22.5 points per game in 2 games. So I see you can't really go off history, but you can a little bit. So I think history will repeat itself, and Nunn will get over 15.5 points. Really risky, but I think his spot is due here, especially since I think Dragic is out. And I think Winslow's out too. I'm not sure. Let me just check. Yeah, so Dragic, Winslow, and Waiters are out, which means Nunn, Hero, and pretty much Nunn, Hero, and Butler are the only shooting guards. I think there's 1 or 2 more, but they don't really get minutes, so I think I think none is a safe spot, or not safe, but a risky spot. But I think he'll play a lot of minutes for him to get at least 15 points. DraftKings says, 42, 30, 26, 39. So decent minutes. Points haven't been there, but I think this is a spot where he gets it. So that's going to be it. I'm going to place the bet so you can see. And I'm going to have a tracker for you guys too. So, bet rejected. Oh, because I have to log in. Okay. I'll log in and place the bets. I'll just do it online or on screen so you guys can see. Okay. It's got a verified location. Alright. So same amount of things. I'm going to stake all the straights at $5 and it should equal $50. So here we go. I was going to do it offline, but let's just do it right now. So here we go. Bam. Now I have $0. I bet the whole entire bank. But that's only because I have $50. I would never do this if I had like, a good amount. And this is my spreadsheet. As you can see, I'm going to track it all. And in a month, it should equal hopefully like 150. But I don't know. So here's my return on investment per trade. So as you can see, obviously RJ Barrett gives the best return odds, but it's the most risky. And yeah, those are the odds. Total return on equity, and total bet. So all I have to do is sum up the total, like add the bet and the profit, and this will change to like 897 up top, and all the way down. If I win the bets or lose the bets, I would put 0 in there, and it would give me a return for the day. And I have 30 days, so I will be tracking it, and we'll see if I lose all my money or I make a profit. So I will be back either in 30 days or a couple days from now. I'll make periodic videos to show you guys, maybe every day, who knows if I have the time. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.